Yo, what's the dealio? So in this video, I'm going to teach you how to get your first date. If you're watching this video and you haven't had that much experience as far as dating, let's just say you're a virgin or you've always wanted to get that first date, but you just can't figure out how to do it, this is the perfect video for you. Make sure you watch this full video and we're going to talk about a lot of different topics to really get that mindset ready for you to get on your first date. The first thing that I want to say is that the person who asks the most always wins. Let me give you a quick backstory. I've done a lot of sales jobs. And one thing about sales is that you have to ask for the business. It's called ABC. That means always be closing. In the sales aspect, that means that once you're selling the product or the service, eventually you're going to have to ask them to buy it. There's going to be no way around it, or you're not going to sell anything. That's the same when it comes with dating. The person who asks for the date the most is going to get the most dates. I'm not saying ask for the date on the same person, but I'm saying in general, the more people you talk to and the more people you ask to go out on a date with you, your better chances of getting that first date. So remember this if you don't remember anything else. The person who asks the most will always win. Now, let's go ahead and get into these. I actually took some notes and wrote this down, so I recommend you do the same thing so that you can get your first date and you can get this part of your life handled, because relationships are very, very important, and you're gonna have to go through some dates to figure out who you truly want to build a relationship with. Or if you want to have a couple people within your relationship, if you're dating, then you still need to know how to get that first date so that you can get the second date, the third date, and however many dates that you want. The first thing that I gotta say is you need to talk within your personal circle. Some people call it a social circle. So everybody has a group of friends, and throughout that group of friends or throughout that group of friends, there's somebody single. There's someone that will go on a date with you. That's always the easiest step. I can always relate this back to sales. If I'm going into selling something, the first thing that I would do is tell everybody that I know on my social media, in real life, in my social circle, in the gym, wherever that I'm frequently at. Hey, this is what I'm selling. If you need it, holler at me. If you know anybody who needs it, holler at me. It's the same when it comes to dating. Talk to your personal circle. Hey, do you know anybody that would be willing to go on a date with me? That's going to sound crazy, but I'm telling you, you'll be surprised how many people know people that would be interested in you. So the first step, the very, very, very first step, if you want to get that first date, is to talk within your social circle. Talk within your personal circle, and you'll be surprised the amount of dates and the amount of people that are single that would be willing to go out on a date with you. Listen. I'm telling you, that right there could be the only thing you need to do, and you're going to get that first date a lot quicker than you may think. Now, let's just say you're in a situation where you don't really have that social circle. You don't have that personal circle. You don't have that group of friends, and you know, no one really wants to go on a date with you within that circle. Okay, that's cool. The next thing you need to do is to not only go for your type. This is an issue that a lot of people have. They only want to date the person that everybody else thinks is attractive. They only want to date the person that they think is a 10 in their eyes. The issue with that is that you're going to miss out on a lot of good opportunities because you're too focused on the visual instead of meeting people that may be able to connect with you mentally, spiritually. All of these things are important as well. So you're only going for the 10s. You're only going for the hottest chick. The issue with that is that you're only going for that, and it's going to be a lot harder for you to get that when, remind you, you're trying to get your first date. You're not trying to get your wife or your girlfriend just yet. You just need to get the experience of dating. You need to get the experience of going out with people, meeting them at local bars or local areas to get some ice cream or tea or coffee or whatever. You just need to get that experience under your belt. You're being too stingy. You're being too picky. You're only trying to get the Instagram model. She may not want you, bro. Honestly, she probably doesn't want you, because I'm assuming if that's the only thing you've been going at and you're still trying to get your first date, then you're being a little too picky. You got too much of an ego, And I don't understand why. Think about, like, I never understand when people have this huge entitlement or ego. You were literally just a small sperm cell that made it into the egg, and then you became who you are. So why would you be arrogant? Why would you be entitled? Why would you feel like you deserve this and you deserve that? You don't have to always go for your exact perfect type, because that's going to be hard to find, and that may not be what you are to the person that you're trying to get. So now you're in this uphill battle. Do not only go for that, especially if you're trying to get into your first date. And another thing that I would want to throw out there is go to speed dating events. I know it's going to sound crazy. I know you may be shy. I know you may have anxiety, but if you go to a singles event and it's a speed dating event and they have them in your city, all you got to do is look them up. All it takes is a quick Google search. You'll find them all over your area. A speed dating event can put you in a situation where there's a ton of singles. You can meet these women and you can extend that to a longer date. You can extend that to a private date. You need to go to these type of events if you're trying to get your first date and if you're serious about it. It's going to be some action that's going to have to be taken for you to accomplish this. You can't do this just off the pure fact of, I'll get my first date one day. Oh, once I get older. Oh man, I'm just waiting on the right one. No, you've been doing that for how long? 18, 20, 25, 30 years? And it still ain't worked for you. How to get your first date is by talking to people in your circle, not only going for your specific type or somebody that everybody else may think look good, and also going to speed dating events. And remember, the person who asks the most always wins. I'm going to ask you, if you enjoyed this video, to subscribe to the channel, comment down below. More videos coming soon. I appreciate you. I'm out.